Hey everyone, this is Rob here. I want to do a quick training video to show you how you can update content on our website, wacs.us. Now, what you're looking at is the website here, and you'll see a lot of content on here, but it can be a little confusing as to how to update the content. But once you get the hang of it, it'll be a lot easier. So where I want to start off now is the presentation as far as what we'll cover in this training. It should take about 10 minutes or so. So thanks for bearing with me. The first thing we'll go over is the site structure, how the site is laid out, what's on the site, and where you can find things. The next thing is we'll talk about the system that we're using to update the site. It's called a content management system. And we'll look into creating our own pages and how modules work. We'll create a gallery, update a gallery, and a rotator. So we have the article, gallery, rotator. That's where 80% of our work is usually. So if you catch this part right here, you'll be good to go. So let's go to the site structure. So looking at wacs.us, you'll see that it's presented with a big slider or rotator with a list of images, and you'll see a place where a calendar here where you can see the latest and see what's happening. And if you click on school calendar, this is one of the main pages where and this view looks a little different for me because I'm logged in as an admin, so I have admin control here to edit the page. You'll see things like posts related to specific events. So you can click on it and you can read more information and get more detail about the events or the news that's happening. If you look at this menu here, the navigation menu, you'll see a tab for supporting us. You'll see a tab for students and parents can go to get more information, such as meals or handbook or anything related to enrollment for new parents. So it's very helpful for that. If you want anything related to news, you want to click on this tab. Events is usually, and news is where we'll usually go to events for that. We usually use news right now and Westway blog to post blog information. So if I click on news here, you'll see a few articles related to the Westway blog, which is a monthly that comes out. So more information, a tab related to the curriculum and a tab related to our school here. So you'll see a page for board members, faculty and staff, after school, calendars, testimonials, and various other things. And then home just brings you back to the home page. So it's a pretty simple layout as far as the navigation menu here, but most of the traffic goes to the home page. And this slider right here is pretty important for that. So we'll make sure we update the slider when we get a chance. And let me see if there's anything else here. No, every page pretty much features a footer like this where it has common elements at the bottom and a header where it has common navigation at the top. So I think a good place to start is, well, we've already gone over the site structure, the content management system. So let's talk about the system that's installed that allows us to manage the content here. It's called .NET Nuke. And this is a CMS, a content management system developed by Microsoft. And it's an out-of-the-box solution that we've installed, and we've slightly modified some of the templates and installed a lot of their functionality. Well, pretty much all of their functionality. The only thing custom we have here are the templates that we've developed. So it has this green type of layout. So going back to it, if we want to look up information, it's very easy. You just type in .NET Nuke in your browser. It's a community. They have a store. They have a website. So if we're looking for cool features to add to our site, you can just simply go here and you'll see lots of information. I've actually paid for a few features here, such as the photo gallery and the news article module. This is what they call features. They call them modules. They're like little widgets that go into your website. So that's something to note. StoreDNNsoftware.com. Feel free to shop there at any point. Let me know if you like something, and I will be happy to install it for our site. We already have these two here, and you can see they cost $70 each. So going back to the site, so that's the CMS. That's what we have installed to power WACS.us. Now let's look at how we update content on the site. So how do pages work is pretty easy. Right here you see a top level menu to create, copy, or import a page. And you also see a menu here to either view the page in a layout mode or you view it in an edit mode. So layout mode is what users see when, let me show you what layout mode looks like. Someone who isn't logged in with no privileges, they see the layout mode. In other words, they see a page where they can't edit stuff. So that's the layout mode. You also have the edit mode. If you want to make changes to the page, you want to click on edit this page. And then you can also access general page settings and permissions using this menu. You can delete the page. But what we want to do is create a new page. We're just going to create a test page that no one can see. And we're going to play around with it so you can get the idea. So test page website. And then what you want to do here is uncheck include in menu, because if you include it in a menu, then users can navigate to the page. So you don't want that. So I'm going to add a page. If you want to add a new page and you want to include it in the menu, you check that box. But we're just playing around here, so and this could be your playground. You just create a new page and you start playing around with stuff. So edit page, we're already in edit mode here. So we can edit the page. You see the little pencil. So these are controls related to the module itself. So if you want to make changes in the module, which is this little widget here, you can do so. You can, so let me show you that. So this, I'm going to change the title of this. I'm going to change the title. And you save it, and you see the title change. It's that easy to make changes. So you click on a pencil, that's whenever you want to edit the module. Whenever you want to move the module around, they have the page separated into panes. So the green pane is like the little pane right here. And then you have the right pane, which is the pane on the right. So, and then you could, so if I were just to move this to the green pane, you can see how it moves in there. So this little arrow indicates where you want to move a module. So I'm going to move it back to the content pane. So it's that easy to move things around. Also, there's a general settings tab here. If you want to make settings to the module, you may want to change the layout. You may want to change the specific module permissions. You can do that here. Now, something else to note is where you really get the power of this CMS is to use modules. So if you want additional functionality, like a photo gallery, a new page, or whatever, you go to add new module. And this is what I've done to create a lot of the functionality on the site. I've bought this Easy DDN gallery and news. Like I told you, they cost $70 a piece. And you could just drag and drop them on the page and you'll have those features on the page. We also had some out of the box, like there was something called like news articles and light gallery. And those are like some of the rudimentary features that I wanted to upgrade. So you'll see the colorful ones here that I've installed. So you can drag and drop that on the page to say like a gallery. So I drag and dropped it on a page, and then you could edit it, and you can manage the content or the settings. So manage the content, and if I want to get into like opening any one of the existing categories, you have to do that first. And then you can add a gallery from here. You can open existing galleries. So you have tons and tons of controls here that you can play around with. So I'm going to close that. Another very flexible module that you'll most likely use is the HTML one. So as long as you have the HTML, let me see where it's at. HTML, this one right here. So drag and drop. So you can it's a module that supports HTML, and if you have links or HTML, you could just edit this and copy and paste it here, and you can create any type of custom HTML page. So that's the gist of it. You have page level controls if you want to do like permissions, page settings. If you only want administrators to see it, you go here, page permissions, or users. If you want to delete the page, you can do so, which is what I'm about to do now. So that's how you create a page and add things to it. So I'm deleting that test page, which is okay. So we have a few pages, main pages, that I want to tell you about. One is the article page. And I think we do a pretty good job of keeping this updated, where you can go to school calendar, and then you'll see all of our event-related articles here. And they automatically get added to the calendar. They get archived, and you can search for them. And a lot of them have photo galleries associated with them too. So if this is the next task you'll really need to learn how to do, to add an article. And you see how updated this is. This has something going on like today. Oh, I didn't even know about this one. 10 a.m. to 12. All right, it's too late. I would have probably gone to that. But they have Thanksgiving break here. They have winter concert next month. So you just add an article, and you fill out information about the article. This is, and then you pick the appropriate category. You want to do that because we kind of have everything grouped, and articles are grouped based on categories. So you want to do events. That's where we keep everything as far as that's concerned. If we're doing like Westway newsletters, we'll do news here. Or if we do like after school events, that's kind of how we classify them under the core category. So you have summary, you have content, you can fill all of this out. A lot of that is self-explanatory. What you really want to take note of is the gallery. So you add a gallery here. You could either do, if you have something, let me see. Oh, you could get something, add video from YouTube or Vimeo. So there's some video support here too. But you want to start here, click on Add Gallery, select the images. So you got to kind of click at the top. Notice how I kind of clicked at the bottom and it didn't do anything? You have to kind of click at the top of the tab right here. Yeah, that's kind of tricky. And then there you go. Then open, and then you have to do Start Upload. And then it will upload the gallery. And then it's just that easy to associate it with your article. You might even have to, okay, just seeing if there's anything else I need to do to include the gallery. You can include links, like external links if you want, or documents. And then what you want to do is check this box to add it as an event. What that would do is add it to the calendar. So you definitely want that. You want the event start time and end time. And then you could save and view or close or save article altogether. So that's exactly how you create an article. It's very self-explanatory. I'm going to close this. I don't want to do anything with it. And after you save it, it'll automatically kind of show up here. You don't have to do anything in addition to that in chronological order based on date. So if I go based on published date, you could go to article manager too. That's pretty helpful. If you kind of want to see all of the articles, see how many times they've been viewed. This one looks pretty popular. Picture Day, Free Dress, Kate Kane. You can see the author, how many times it was viewed right here. And then you can edit it, delete it, kind of manage all of the articles here. It's paginated at the bottom. So this is a very important step. And then you can also navigate to this page by going to news and events and events. This is probably the main page where we create articles. So another important page is, yeah, I'll do gallery now, because once you create a gallery here, like I showed you, if you go to add article and you add a gallery here, let me go here, add a gallery here, it automatically adds it to our gallery page, which is here under news and events, and you click on photo gallery, they're automatically added. So you see that we have 10 galleries here, we have 3 here, and then you see under the events category, so we have like all of these galleries under the events category, and you can see Miss Page and her husband and a few other people, and this indicates that there are 56 photos, the little number indicator right here. So they automatically get added. If you want to add a gallery, guess what you do? You just have to make sure you're in edit mode. So you go to edit this page. Remember, page settings are at the top. And then if you want to add something to the feature, the module, you go down to this little pencil sign and go to manage content. And from there, you'll see prompts to actually add a gallery. You choose the category, and then you follow that process. So I'm going to close. So you can manually add a gallery to the page, but it'll automatically add galleries to this page when you create them in articles. And the last thing, but not least, let's see how we can edit things on the home page. Now if you've just followed what I've done with the add article, you know like half of this, because we create an article, and let me show you an example of that. If I go back to news and events, and then you click on an article here, read more to get the detail. It creates an article page like this, and then you can take that link and you save it somewhere, and you link it to one of your T's here in the slider. So how do you edit this? Well, you do the same process. Edit this page. You see a pattern here, right? If you want to edit a page, you go to edit this page, and then you look for a little pencil sign that allows you to edit the module. And I am not seeing it. There you go. So you see a little pencil sign there. Rotator settings, if you want to change the layout of how it looks, you can do that, but 99% of the time you'll be working manage content, which is changing the content. So I've played around with a lot of different settings to find the right layout, the rotator that's responsive to. So you can see how it kind of responds on a mobile device. It kind of shrinks. So it looks good on any device you pull it up on. But you want to go to the pencil sign. Nothing new here. Manage content. And again, a very simple interface. You choose the category, which is featured, and then you go to the name of the list you're editing. We call this the rotator list. And right here, you can change the order of how articles appear in the rotator. You can delete them, or you could just simply add a new one. if you go to the bottom here, you go to single image upload. You could do multiple too, but most of the time it's single image upload. And you add, this is a new slide. And then description, and then the link. What do you want to link to? You remember that link, that article that I created? You create an article first, and then you link to it. And then you choose an image that you want them to see. An image that you want them to see when on the front page. Yeah, so this would be the image they would see. And then when they click on it, this would be the link they would go to. You go to upload from that point, and that's it. After that, your new slide should appear in this slider. And also, you may run into an issue where it might not update. Most of the time it does, but if you notice that your new slide does not appear, you have to go to Rotator Settings and just save it. You scroll all the way down to the bottom and look at all of these layouts that I was telling you about. They're beautiful. So, oh yeah, you can choose like the default width or the dimensions of it. How often before it rotates, like all types of settings here. And then you just click on Save Settings. So that's just in case it doesn't update. This will kind of break the cache and make the slider update with your new entry. But most of the time, you would just have to go to Manage Content and add your content. And if you already have a page, which you've already created here, or events, yeah, you create an article here. Once you have an article, then you link it to the main page, the slider here. If it's, and usually Pete has a good idea about what he wants in this slider. So, and if I wanted to, I can move things around here. You see each of these are modules. Again, each one has its own controls. You can edit it, you can adjust settings, or you can move them around. And that is essentially how the CMS works. It's just really a two-level approach where you edit the page, and then you can change the appearance or the content on a module by module basis. And you can see each module indicated by the little icons, the pencil icon, this little gear icon, and this compass-like icon, for lack of a better name for that. Okay, that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. Please feel free to email me in case you have any questions. My email is comes@coxinc.com. So that's my email, robert.combs@coxinc.com. I'll be glad to answer any questions and have fun updating the site. Thanks, everyone. Bye.